Following a 2-1 defeat to the Minnesota Wild, there's a lot of questions being asked in Edmonton Oilers land, like why didn't they get shots on goal, but also what was Tyson Barrie doing against Kirill Kaprizov all night? My goodness, taking tripping penalty after tripping penalty after tripping penalty. And my friends, that is where we will cut away from the post-game talk because simply put, that one isn't even good enough to talk about at this point for the Oilers this season. So, instead we will talk more about Tyson Barrie and what's going on with him this season. Obviously, I've made no bones about it, how I have talked very heavily about trading Tyson Barrie throughout the season. However, in an article on the fourthperiod.com today, actually noted back on Friday, sorry, I double checked the date and it's actually from Friday, is the fact that the Oilers may have to, at some point this season, ship out Tyson Barrie. I'll have those details in a second, but friends, this is Dolynny TV. Welcome back to the channel. It's my great pleasure to have you along. Right there you see that suggestive graphic asking you to hit the like and notification button. But my friends too, as I am 11 off as we're recording this video, 9,500 subscribers. I would very much so appreciate if you would be so kind to hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV as well. 11 off of 95 means I'm 511 off of 10,000, and my goodness, we're going to celebrate that before New Year's Eve this year and close out 2022 in style. I would like to also take a pause to, well, congratulate publicly, unless you were in the live stream and have already seen this, the Oilers fanatic, Patrick, my good friend here on the Oilers YouTube space, on 4,000 subscribers this evening. It was a very great moment to see it happen live and in real time on YouTube with him as he's in my chat on the live stream. And this is one of those proud moments where, you know what, you get to see someone that kind of crops up out of nowhere while I was on my year-and-a-half break, and then I make contact about 16 months ago and I say, you know what, hey man, like I'm willing to help if you need anything. Hey, let me know. Really great to see you doing what you're doing. And you never know when somebody starts out something on YouTube if they're going to stay consistent and if they're going to have success. And Patrick has done both of those, and it's very well deserved, hitting that 4,000 subscriber plateau, and that won't be the end of it. I tell you, things go my way here this rest of the year, it's going to be one of those situations where him and I are going to be staring each other in the face with the same amount of subscribers by the end of this year's NHL season for the Oilers, whether that be, as some people worry, in April, or whether it be at the end of the line in June, hoisting, oh, I've said too much. All right. Anyway, Tyson Barrie, my friends, that's some thoughts aside there. Congratulations again, Patrick. Tyson Barrie, why are the Oilers going to have to move out Tyson Barrie? Well, simply put, when it comes to building up this Oilers defense, which side is weaker, which side is stronger? You have your star stud, whether you like that term or not, for Darnell Nurse wearing that $9 million contract on the left-hand side top pairing. Secondary, you have Brett Kulak. Third, you have Philip Broberg. I think the Oilers are more set on having a steady Eddie 1-2-3 pair on the left-hand side as Philip Broberg continues to develop and look a little bit better game to game versus having Cody Ceci, Tyson Barrie, and Evan Bouchard on the right-hand side. Simply put, I don't think this season you've gotten top pair Cody Ceci from last year. I don't think Tyson Barrie has lived up to the brief moments under Dave Manson last season, and I don't think Evan Bouchard has lived up to expectation now playing on the youth pairing, the third pairing with Philip Broberg, and obviously too in the past couple of weeks seeing his power play time dwindle instead of remain consistent. So that's where we're seeing things. That too is a credit though to Tyson Barrie upping his trade value by being very effective as of late over the past 5 games on the power play. But unfortunately, when you look at least upgrading the right-hand side, any move right now is difficult to make, but any move you make, A, requires salary cap, and B, requires the Oilers to move somebody out. And here's the thing. For what Cody Ceci brings to the Oilers, he is more likely to stay than Tyson Barrie, obviously because you've got the backup plan in Evan Bouchard, and secondary, you got a backup plan in Darnell Nurse on the top power play unit, and a backup plan in Philip Broberg on the top power play unit. 3 defensemen that are all capable of running a power play. I mean, say what you will about each of them doing it. They're all capable at the NHL level. A, because that's what Broberg was drafted to do. B, that's what Evan Bouchard has done all his career and has done it for the Oilers. And C, Darnell Nurse has been there, done that. So they're all three options to do it. So that leaves you with Kulak and Ceci to play defense. Say what you will about their defense this year. But the most impactful salary out you can get on the Oilers blue line outside of Darnell Nurse is Tyson Barrie. So when you look at breaking it down for the Edmonton Oilers right now, and this is what was so beautifully written in that fourth period article, is just simply put, to make a move, body out, contract out, body in, contract in, and it's either going to be Jesse Puljujärvi or Tyson Barrie. It's got to be. Those are the two players it's got to be. And this is one of those things, there isn't really much substance to this trade rumor, I guess you could say, but it's one of those mathematical things for the Oilers of if you want to upgrade on defense, and that's why you see this title. If you're 5 minutes and 58 seconds into this video and you're wondering, well, why does it say Oilers have to trade Barrie to upgrade defense? Well, it's simply put, to upgrade the defense properly by bringing in a player worth something to this Oilers team, right? Yeah, clearly you could bring in like a Carson Soucy, who I think is on a much lesser contract, but still you got to have salary out. And if you're moving out somebody like Tyson Barrie, you're freeing up $4.5 million, and I think ideally the Oilers would like to, at the end of the day, move out more salary than they bring back in, allowing for that actual 23-man roster once Evander Kane returns. That's kind of the idea here, is if you go for a lesser player than Barrie, then yes, you can at least move out more salary and bring in a player. 100%. You move Barrie and Puljujärvi in the same deal. Now you can bring in a lot more salary, even a $5 million salary, and suddenly the wheels start turning in motion very, very well for the Edmonton Oilers. So there's a lot of options as to how the Edmonton Oilers can play this one, but no matter what, when you look at upgrading the Edmonton Oilers defense, it is going to take, and the asking price is from the Oilers in that trade. It's not even what the other team wants. In a trade for a defenseman that upgrades the Oilers defense, nope, not a trade for a defenseman. A trade for a defenseman that upgrades the Oilers defense, it is going to be the ask from the Oilers that the team takes back Tyson Barrie. Now, there is a 7.5 to 10% chance, I'm probably wrong on that, I'd guarantee, but no matter what, you got to trade the biggest contract not named Nurse, because obviously why would you trade, even if you don't like Nurse's contract, the value he brings in terms of hard minutes against elite players is more valuable than anyone else on the defense. Whether you, I, or the fans in the stands like that at all, it is the scenario the Edmonton Oilers find themselves in, just similar to Oscar Klefbom and kind of the struggles he had with the Oilers over the years, despite being the best defenseman on the team. All right, so that covered off when it comes to Tyson Barrie is, right, it's tough because any move you make right now is, right, the Oilers have to negotiate the trade more than the other team. And it's not even that they have to try and pry a player away. It's that they have to tack on Puljujärvi. They have to tack on Barrie to make the move. That's whether you like Barrie or Puljujärvi to be moved out first. Whether it comes to upgrading the forward or defense, one of those two has to go in that trade for one of those positions. And if you make the second trade, the other has to go. That's the only way the math works for the Oilers to get an upgrade on this team. Puljujärvi is obviously a cap dump, bottom six tier player kind of deal that creates a commotion there. That's your best case scenario in a Puljujärvi trade. And for the Oilers to upgrade the defense, you're not sliding Evan Bouchard out of the lineup, and you're not sliding at this point Philip Broberg out, so you're trading out Mr. Tyson Barrie. And I think too it would be nice to have a steady Eddie like Adam Larsson, steady Eddie, like the Adam Larsson type. I don't think Adam Larsson's the solution. I don't think Adam Larsson ever was the solution, but the Adam Larsson type kind of player with a little bit more skill than Adam Larsson to that degree and a little bit more nastier of an edge than Adam Larsson, should that player even exist in the NHL in this day and age, is the kind of get you have to get to upgrade on Tyson Barrie. But no matter what, it is indeed going to cost Tyson Barrie to make that happen. Folks, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. The Oilers lose 2-1, so we talk about trading Tyson Barrie after he takes 2 penalties. Hey, if I don't know how to play the Oilers market, you haven't been watching Dolynny TV long enough. That is why, my friends, you should hit that subscribe button, get to know the whole method of the madness here on Dolynny TV, and get to meet some of the great other folks in this community that make Dolynny TV what it is. Again, Patrick, to you, if you've watched this whole thing through and suffered through me turning that idea we had in the comments section into, or in the Twitter chat, into what it is tonight. Hope the post game went well. And secondary too. Congrats again, my friend. Congrats again. All right, friends. Have a great evening. I am going to go to bed now. We'll talk tomorrow.